Hi. Welcome back. After yesterday's pathetic defeat of not even getting access to the Pokemon League because I can't remember names. I think we're gonna go study for now. Not because we really have to, I mean, I guess I could hopefully just get in there with another second try, but, I mean, now is probably a good time to just, do the school stuff and then come back. Where's school? Where am I and where's school? There. Because actually I've been rather enjoying the lessons, so I kind of want to get them out of the way now. I don't know if there's going to be new lessons after we're done with the Pokemon League. I have no idea what's going to happen after we're done with the Pokemon League. I mean, we're still going to have Area 0 left after that, but... Right, and I wanted to talk to the teachers, which I can do here. But let's do that after class, since that's gonna be a lot of running around. So, Biology 4. Ah yes, also I get a chance to warm up my voice with all this super voice acting I'm gonna try to implement into these classes. Hello, hello! I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. You all did really great on the midterm exam. Thanks for answering my little question at the end too. Be sure to keep your responses in mind. Alright, we're now heading into the last half of our classes together. It's time for our knowledge to evolve and grow, just like our Pokemon. Evolution, yep, haha, evolution. Today we're going to learn about the fascinating phenomenon of Pokemon evolution. As a Pokemon battle and level up, they learn moves and get stronger. And for some Pokemon, once they've leveled up enough, their appearance changes and their stats increase, sometimes by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon become very strong when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle. But some people prefer to give their Pokemon in their adorable pre-evolved states. To do this, you just need to remember a certain button when your Pokemon begins to evolve. Say it with me if you already know. To cancel evolution, press the B button. There's no C button. That's right, everyone. B for best answer. The button you want when you need to stop a Pokemon from evolving is the B button. If you press this button soon after a Pokemon begins to evolve, you can stop it from changing. You can also let the Pokemon hold an item known as an Everstone to keep it from evolving. And keep in mind that the requirements for evolution differ from Pokemon to Pokemon. Some may evolve by having a certain item, such as a Firestone or Thunderstone, used on them. Others may have to learn a specific move or defeat a specific Pokemon in battle to evolve. The way Primeape evolves into Annihilate is especially strange. You see, there's a certain move that... No! Oops, sorry, looks like we're out of time. I guess we have to end the class there today. Thank you all for your attention. Oh my god, that... I want to know that. Go on, tell me what it is. Hello, hello! I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. But before we get going, do you all remember the final question from our midterm exam? Well, Director Clever found out about it somehow, and I got yelled at. Whoops. Apparently he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. He must have noticed all the color flushed right out of my face. Speaking of color, today I'd like to teach you all about colors as they pertain to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration or patterning on their bodies based on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, a Pokemon may have wildly different coloration compared to others of the same species. We call these specimens shiny Pokemon. It is quite rare to cross paths with one. Does anyone here know what the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon is? I'd like to say 1 in 4,000 since I just think it's that super rare. Wow, that's right! You may have the making of a Pokemon Professor Meru. Shiny Pokemon appear at the rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg too. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised around differing languages are a special case. There's a higher than average chance that a shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs, but we haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. I've also heard rumors of a charm that increases the likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it were true. Whoops, there's the bell. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Just keep it coming. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Next time we meet, we'll have our final exam. That means today is our last actual class. And the topic for this last class will be Pokemon forms. You can just think of forms as the shapes or appearances that Pokemon have. There's also a phenomenon called a form change, where a Pokemon's appearance changes under certain conditions. Cyclizar, for example, which we regularly ride on as transportation here in Paldea, has 3 forms. First is its basic form, where it walks on 4 legs. The second is its battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. Finally, there's its ride form, where it inflates its throat, sack, and its tail so we can ride on its back. Though we could use something you're all carrying with you now as an even better example. Yep, I'm talking about your phones. Some smartphones are inhabited by a certain Pokemon. Does anyone know the Pokemon I'm referring to? Pikachu, Heracross, Rotom. You're a regular expert on Pokemon and technology, aren't you, Meru? The Pokemon inside your smartphones is Rotom, and it does all sorts of things to help you out. A Rotom inside a Rotom phone is special, so it doesn't try to enter other electronics. An ordinary Rotom, however, can change form by entering washing machines, microwave ovens, and other electronic appliances. Rotom is a bit of an exception though. Many Pokemon that change form do so simply by holding an item or by having one used on them. Oricorio, for example, has 4 different forms it can change between when given certain nectars. Pokemon may even change type or learn different moves when they change form. Form changes are different from evolution in that the Pokemon can return to its original form. And unlike shiny Pokemon, which can change their special coloration, the same individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's a lot to dig into with this form change phenomenon, as you can see. We can all learn something from Pokemon here, don't you think? Bit of a stretch, but I'd be happy to see you all enjoy your time in Pig Academy to the fullest, and change form into a new version of yourselves. Or something like that anyway. Oh, I almost forgot. Regional forms, which vary based on what region a Pokemon came from, don't change like other forms. They're an innate... Whoops, here's the bell. I guess I was scatterbrained, Mr. Jack. Right up to the very end, huh? Had a great time teaching all of you. I hope you'll do your best on the final exam. I think I'm just gonna do all the classes first, and then afterwards we'll be doing the finals. do 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 do. Hello everyone, well done on the midterm exam. Some of you earned perfect scores and others seem to have a bit of trouble, but I can tell that you all tried your best. I'm quite pleased to say that every last one of you passed. I can only assume that this means you have all come to love numbers. Stay sharp and try your best for the rest of my classes too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how that word applies to Pokemon battles? That's right, it has to do with stat boosts. Pokemon's stats can rise and fall throughout the course of battle, correct? For example, if a Pokemon uses the move Work Up, its attack and special attack stats will rise by 1 stage each. And, as you may know, each time a Pokemon's attack or special attack rises 1 stage, moves affected by that stat will deal 50% more damage. If that same Pokemon from our previous example were to use Work Up again, both its attack and special attack will have risen by 2 stages total. This results in a 100% increase to damage dealt, making its move twice as strong. Sword Stance, on the other hand, boosts attack by 2 stages at once, allowing the Pokemon to deal double damage after just a single use. Using Sword Stance twice would boost the Pokemon's attack stat by 4 stages. How much more damage then would this Pokemon deal? Triple. Wow, that's great! You answered this difficult question with ease, Meru. Each stage that a Pokemon's attack or special attack stat is raised increases its damage by 50%. So being raised 4 stages would result in a 4 times 50% or 200% increase. The base damage of a move is 100%, so adding 200% to that gives us 300%. In other words, the next move the Pokemon uses will deal triple damage. Type matchups, critical hit damage, and other factors all play into these calculations as well. So even a small boost must be taken seriously. By the way, if a stat simply rolls, that means it has gone up by 1 stage. If it rolls sharply, that's 2 stages. And if it rolls drastically, that's 3 stages. Just so you know, the X attack and X special attack items, which can only be used once in battle, can be used to sharply boost those respective stats. Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Today's lesson was a little difficult, so be sure to review what you learned in order to stay sharp. Review what you learned. I'll see you all again next class. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure to review last class's material in order to stay sharp? I know it was a little difficult with all that talk of multiplication and percentages and the like, but today we'll be talking about percentages again to learn about probability. It may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you know that all of you already deal with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of tackle is 100, or 100%, so if you were to use tackle 100 times, you could expect it to hit all 100 times. The move Hypnosis, which puts opponents to sleep, has an accuracy of 60, or 60%. That means you could expect it to hit 60 times in 100 uses. To put that another way, out of 100 uses, you could expect it to miss 40 times. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy. So when deciding whether to go slow and steady with moves that are sure to hit, or hard and fast with stronger but less accurate moves, you're already studying probability. Let me see here, perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples for this discussion. Surf has a power of 90, its accuracy is 100, meaning you can expect it to hit every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 80, but when it hits, its power is 110. So between Surf and Hydro Pump, which move would you want to use yourselves? Wait, that was 90 and 100. Hydro Pump was... I don't know, it depends on the situation? Oh my, I see you're always considering various possibilities, Maru. I may have made it sound like there was a correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any moves you wish. Factors like PP or number of targets hit may take some moves more suited to certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power or vice versa is purely a matter of preference. The Surf vs Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time. Personally, I am more invested in debating the Rock-type moves Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I could get really worked up talking about those moves, but... Oh my, there's the bell. What a shame. Next class will be the last of our time together, so show up 100% ready to go. Gotta be careful not to accidentally click on one final. Hello everyone, I hope we can have fun once again today for our last class together. Last time we learned about probability, using move accuracy as an example. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Did you know that in a class with 40 students, there's a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday? This is true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? But let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching you all how to calculate damage in this class using examples like type matchups, critical hits, stat boosts, and the like. All of these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. However, did you know that there's an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon's moves? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move it shares a type with. If a Rock-type Pokemon uses a Rock-type move Stone Edge, the move's base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 to become 150. Ground and Rock may seem like similar types, but if a Ground-type Pokemon uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain 100. Super effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers on to this little numerical increase, so it most certainly must not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move with a power of 100. If a Pokemon that shares a type with this move uses it and hits an opponent that is weak to that type, what happens to that move's power? It becomes 300? You did that calculation all in your head. Well done, Maru. First, using a move that shares a type with its user multiplies the move's base power of 100 by 1.5, making the power 150. The fact that the opponent is weak to the move's type then doubles that power from 150 to 300. The original power of the move ends up being tripled. Isn't that amazing? What's more, if a Pokemon terrestrializes and its Terra-type matches one of its original types, then the bonus it gets for using a move of that same type increases from 1.5 to 2. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves with different types is great as well. That's one way you can surprise your opponent. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what will really let you shine the most. Bear in mind that this is true for both humans and Pokemon. It sure would make me happy if you could take those words to heart. But I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice right from our first lesson. My apologies. And just like that, class is over. The last of our time together flew by in the blink of an eye. It was so much fun to be able to teach all you eager students about numbers. Next class will be our fun final exam. Be sure to review the material well in preparation. There's so many classes left. I'm loving it. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now a part of history. I was hoping to continue unraveling the marvels that history has presented to us today. However, I imagine your ability to concentrate has been spectacularly derailed by my midterm. I suppose changing things up for fun and variety may be a good idea every now and then. So allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down in Paldea for generations. Once upon a time, there was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He was particularly fond of treasures from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. The merchant laid out 4 treasures in front of the treasure-loving king. The 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Seeing such rarities before him, the king leaped for joy. He showered the merchant with gold coins and claimed all 4 of the treasures for himself. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Meru. Answer me this. I said that one of the treasures was a set of tablets. What do you think these tablets were? Wooden planks for writing on, handheld electronic devices, medicine that you chew. Writing? Correct. Your daily pursuit of knowledge shows you well. These particular tablets were wooden and used as a writing medium in the East in ancient times. As you may know, they fell out of popular use as paper became more universally available. For the king to consider these paper substitutes treasures, they must have been of superb quality. That, or perhaps they had some amazingly profound teachings written on them. So, the king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, it is said that a terrible disaster rained down upon his castle, reducing it to rubble by dawn. Oh, is that the time already? I wasn't done with my story, but alas, so ends today's lesson. If you are interested in how the story ends, you may come see me outside class hours. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today, we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. I trust that you all remember our lesson before the midterm exam concerning the great crater of Paldea and its interior, Area Zero. This mysterious crater captured the imaginations of many, including the former Paldean emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Area Zero expedition. The team is said to have been made up of Paldea's best and brightest. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of team members was the name of a man who was an author and brilliant natural historian, Heath. After returning from the expedition to Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Meru. Let's see if you were paying attention. What was the name of the team that first made it to the deepest reaches of the Great Crater? Area Zero Expedition? Correct. To pick up on and remember a term, I simply slipped into the flow of the lecture. You really are quite the clever one. The correct name for this team was the Area Zero Expedition. The record of their activities, written by the expedition member Heath, can be found in bookstores and the like even today. This record is known as the Scarlet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. The Scarlet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. The masses began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater was called into question. Scarlet book was condemned to the shelves of used bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. There's a copy of one of the books on one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. Oh, is that the time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more history's enigmas together next time. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today is our last class, so I'd like to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us one last time. In our last class, I told you about the Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? Alas, 200 years is not that long ago. Not that long ago at all. How unfortunate that our history lessons must march so inexorably toward the future. Would it not be more of an adventure to march toward the past instead? To start from our present and study history in reverse? I think it would. That might be hard to follow, actually. Indeed, it may be difficult to understand the flow of events, how one thing leads to another, if we were to trace history in reverse. I suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry us toward the future. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. The technology behind terror orbs has its origins in Area Zero. Even after the Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths, Alice continues to explore the area. And around 140 years ago, Pokemon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. As you may have already guessed, these were, in fact, terrestrialized Pokemon. However, when those who discovered these Pokemon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, that might as well be present day, a certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Meru. Answer me this. What is the name of the famous professor who unraveled the terrestrial phenomenon mystery? Sador? Correct. To think that you, a new transfer to our academy, could correctly answer this question. You must be very diligent in your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Sador unraveled the mystery of the terrestrial phenomenon. She discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather, the energy they emit, is what causes Pokemon to terrestrialize. This led the professor to invent Terra Orb technology and to develop a practical use for it. This technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our academy. Rumor has it that Director Clell was one of the researchers on the professor's team. Alas, this story is much less exciting now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? Thus ends my history classes. Our next session will be our final exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. I hope my voice will hold up until all of the classes are done. Okay, languages should be fun. How did you like the midterm exam? You all did really great. Oh, wrong voice. How did you like the midterm exam? You all did really great. I totally forgot it's not the big guy, it's Salvatore. We're halfway there, and now time for another lesson. Are you ready? Oui. Great answer, I cannot say the French, I'm sorry. Great answer, my friends. I know I can count on your stars. Leading up to the midterm, we learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball, before we begin listening comprehension. Go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. As you just heard, Pokemon can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but their words have meaning, just as ours do. Pokemon can use language to share all kinds of information with each other, like the location of food or whether there may be predators nearby. The same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I'm sure you're all curious, so today, that is, let's learn some Pokemon language. If you would be so kind, Pikachu. Pika! What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? How should I know? Say it again. If you would be so kind, Pikachu. Pika! I have no idea. Angry? Correct. I guess we should call you Professor. When Pikachu says Pika, it's using its angry voice. That's right, I had my little Pikachu friend here pretend to be angry for us. Don't you think you did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. Oh, that's hilarious. I love these classes. The same Pokemon can even communicate its feelings in many different ways. Their voices change depending on their mood and physical condition. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon, and you might gain a deeper understanding of them. That having been said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Some even use telepathy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you poke at your Pokemon too many times while watching them during picnics, they get mad at you, like Pikachu just demonstrated. Well, adios. See you later, everyone. More. My dear friends, how are you all today? I hope you are doing marvelously well. It's time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. Are you ready? Oui. I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Today, we will once again be focusing on listening. Go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Today, that is, we will be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. If you would be so kind, Pikachu. Pika! That sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? His voice seems a little lower pitched too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Sadness. Ding ding ding, that's right, Naru, fantastique! When Pikachu says Pika, it's expressing sadness. Kind of makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Funny joke, right? Don't you think it did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that though. A piece of cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that that you all can have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Next lesson, that is, will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for the climatic finale. My dear friends, how are you all today? It's time for the last of Salvatore's language lessons. Are you ready? Oui! What a response fantastique! Great answer, that is. Perfect for our last class together. I love it. And today, we'll once again be having a listening lesson. Go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. Let's get right to it, my little Pikachu friend. For our last listening class, tell everyone how you're feeling right now. Ja! Oh, can you feel that? That's one contagious emotion in Pikachu's voice. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Happy? Well done, Meru. I'm so happy that you got it right. Get it? When Pikachu says, ja! It's expressing happiness. And doesn't it make you just want to break out into a happy dance? But I didn't have to ask Pikachu to put on an act today. Oh no, I simply asked it to show you all how they felt about getting to have class with you. Getting to meet so many new friends and study together in this class with you. It's made both me and my little Pikachu so very happy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one last wise word of advice. As you live your lives, I'm sure you will all have times when you get mad or sad, maybe even more than you would like. Everything has its ups and downs, life is a veritable roller coaster. But in the end, that is, there's surely happiness waiting for you. Keep a smile on your face, even in the hardest of times. Ja! When you're faced with a problem that you can't handle alone, find someone to rely on, be it a teacher, your family, your friends, anyone. Next lesson will be our final exam. Be sure to review what we learned in all our lessons so far. Battle studies! Well, now I know what Miss Sandra does in her free time. Since we met her at one of the gyms, where she had us do a gym challenge. Another day, another round of battle study. Let's get right to it. You all gave everything you had on the midterm exams. Well done. We resume our regular classes today, so keep up that energy for the second half of the term. Have you all been using the R button to send out your Pokemon? If you do, your Pokemon will run off in the direction you're facing. It's a super useful tactic that lets your Pokemon pick up far away items for you, and that's not all. If there's a wild Pokemon near where you send your Pokemon, they'll start battling each other. We call those battles auto battles. Just as the name implies, your Pokemon will act on its own during auto battles, meaning you won't have to give it any commands. And if your Pokemon wins, it'll get XP points just like it would in a regular battle. If you make good use of these battles, they can be a really efficient way to train your party. But you want to remember that Pokemon won't evolve or learn new moves right away if they level up from an auto battle. Also, if a Pokemon loses an auto battle, it'll come back with just a small amount of HP left. Make sure to heal it up right away. Oops, I just about did the whole class as a one-sided lecture. Does anyone have any questions so far? how do I stop an auto battle? Can I catch wild Pokemon in auto battles? Well, I guess you can't catch, but can you actually stop an auto battle? There's no stopping an auto battle once it starts. You'll have to wait and see how it plays out. You can call your Pokemon off before the battle starts though, if you press the ZR button while your Pokemon is still on its way to the opponent. Even during auto battles, our Pokemon are out there battling for us. They're trainers. Keep an eye on them as much as possible, and if it looks like they're going to lose, be sure to have them retreat. Also, this goes without saying, but Pokemon with low HP are already worn out. They probably won't enjoy auto battles as much, so don't work them too hard, okay? In conclusion, auto battles only work if the trainer and the Pokemon have a relationship of mutual trust. Be smart with how you use auto battles so you don't lose the trust of your Pokemon. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we've run out of time as usual. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. I wonder if there's going to be some special reward for clearing all the classes. Another day, another round of battle study. Let's get right to it! I hope we gave auto battles a shot like we talked about last class. Making good use of auto battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. It's also an efficient way to gather the Pokemon materials you need to make TMs at TM machines. Speaking of which, have you all been using the TM machines? I sure hope so, cause it's pop quiz time. To create TMs, you need Pokemon materials and one other thing. Anyone remember what that is? I think it was LP. I know it was cash, but if it was LP or money, but I think it was LP. Looks like you're already a TM Machine Pro, new kid. The correct answer is League Points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs, but that's not all. You can also exchange Pokemon materials at a TM machine to get LP. I recently heard about some shady individuals getting LP illegally, using a technique called hacking or something like that. I don't want any of you getting involved in bad stuff like that, got it? Oops. Anyway, you can also add TMs that you want to make to your watch list. This will let you keep an eye on the materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need Pokemon materials, and if you want to get hold of lots of materials, you'll have to battle all kinds of Pokemon. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're never gonna have the time. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. How come I remember all that stuff but get kicked out of the Pokemon League? This is our last class, but don't let those energy levels drop before we wrap things up. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know that I have much left to teach you, but we can always aim for even greater heights. So today, I'm going to teach you about the rules of link battles. When two trainers participate in link battles together, they can engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. And if you're playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi-battles. Now, when you out-habit battles during your independent study, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be any level. But in Link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. Wait, is that Arwen with Marble still there? Is that only possible because I've already finished his Path of Legends? If that's the case, that's freaking awesome. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon's levels. Now, the no restrictions rule said lets all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same held item too. But if you choose to use normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 for your battles, regardless of what level they actually are. This even includes lower level Pokemon. They'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiples of the same Pokemon species and of the same held items too. The great part about this rule set is that it lets any of your Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rules mostly affects Pokemon over level 50. Such Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The Flat Rules set is one of the often used for official tournaments. This rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species or multiples of the same held item. Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule set should you pick if you want to use a lower level Pokemon and keep its level low? Flat? I think normal was that it would be raised. That's the one, new kid. Looks like you were listening to the lesson. If you've got some clever strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for, your best bet is to choose the Flat Rules rule set. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want, at any level and with any held item. It's a pretty good rule set for when you want to battle freely with friends. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon to level 50. Flat rules let you use low level Pokemon at their actual levels. I hope you'll use these tips to have some exciting battles with your friends. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we truly are out of time. Next class will be our final exam. Aim for a perfect score. Okay, 2 more topics or 3 classes and then we'll head down to the exams. Hello class, it is I, Hazel, yet again. I'm pleased to say that everybody did very well on the midterm exams. As a reward for all your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Now then, Bracy, please come in. Greetings. I am Bracious. I'm an artist and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work. Bracious here mainly creates 3-dimensional pieces, such as statues and the like. One of his major works is the installation titled Surrendering Sunflower, found in Artisan. Many of you who've challenged the Artisan Gym are no doubt familiar with these sculptures. Yes, I do recognize some faces among your students. I hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Hess's classes. All Hess is the man who saved me when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he is my mentor in life. It is precisely thanks to Hess that I was able to establish my current art style. Ah, dear Brassy. I have nothing against reminiscing about old times, but today I hope you will guide this class in a way only you can. Of course. Let's see. Why don't we discuss what Hess mentioned? Surrendering Sunflower. Can anyone here tell what my mood was when I crafted its detached expression? Detached... sad? No, no, no! Completely and utterly wrong! When I made that sculpture, I had surrendered all hope. I was prepared to give up everything. I resolved to give up my life as an artist if that piece did not receive proper recognition. Hence that I am surrendering Sunflower. That's exactly it, Has. When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deathly ill and fell into a slump that drove me to desperation. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was concerned only with fame and fortune. But all of my pieces during this time had no depth. They were all shallow trash. It was then that I met Has. He helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details. But in the end, I was able to leave all that behind. And that is also when I crafted the Sunflower. Remarkable. Even I didn't know the full story until now. This kind of thing is hard to tell someone, especially when they are so close to you. No, I don't doubt that you adolescents will often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple. Be honest with yourself and do whatever your heart desires. So long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all from me. I must admit I am beginning to feel a bit embarrassed, so I bid you farewell, Has. And farewell to your pupils as well. Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it. Such a wonderful class. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Well, that was a weird one. Look. Shoot. I couldn't take a serious hot second there. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brace's sorry that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. I certainly got a very stern talking to from his time after my class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchard is likely the most accessible. You can see field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cotondo. 2 waterfalls are also counted among these 10 sites, Fury Falls and Casaroya Falls. Then, there's a peak of Glaciada Mountain, known as Paldea's highest peak. There's another cliff on Glaciada Mountain that's named after its rather unique shape. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the 3-pronged cliff on Glaciada Mountain? No need to grasp with straws. Shoot, I think I haven't been to yet, but that might have been an advice that he used grasp in his sentence, so I'm gonna go with that. Exactly. It looks like a hand taking hold of something, doesn't it, Maru? The 3-pronged cliff on Glaciada Mountain is in fact known as Glaciada's grasp. Though its shape is far too stubby to be that of a human hand, I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the East Province, where you can get a good look at Levencia. It's particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant it is known as a million-volt skyline. I hear it's quite a hotspot for dates, and deservedly so for having such a romantic view. I imagine it's, what do the kids say these days? A very, fleek selfie spot? I feel called out. Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to the grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? For all that are new to the stream, the thing that I've been doing after finding some of these sites is I've been taking selfies in front of them. Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. The important thing is to go yourself. And see them with your own 2 eyes. And sometimes the disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today, class. Thank you for your attention. But I think 2 of these 10 sites I've not taken a selfie with, which might be the Million Volt skyline, since the idea hadn't crossed my mind when I first crossed it, and the olive thingy. Otherwise, I think so far I've taken 6 pictures of the 10 sites. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. My, how time flies, as I say. Indeed, our time together has certainly flown by. It's hard to believe that this is our last class. Now, our topics for today may feel somewhat unrelated to art. But there's absolutely no set definition as to what art should be. Therefore, let us carry on with the discussion and see where it takes us. There are 2 things I wish to focus on today. Ribbons and marks. Both ribbons and marks are special honors that capture a Pokemon's qualities. There will be times when your Pokemon gives maximum effort or has a noteworthy experience. In recognition of its feats and accomplishments, it can be given a ribbon. To give an example, if you manage to become incredibly close to a Pokemon, it may be granted the Best Friends ribbon. Incidentally, there's a person in Cascaratha who can give your Pokemon a Best Friends ribbon. Marks, on the other hand, are mostly found on wild Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. They can symbolize the character of the Pokemon, such as with the Rowdy mark or the Vigor mark. It's completely up to luck whether you run into a Pokemon with these marks. So, if you're able to catch a Pokemon with a mark, rejoice at your outstanding fortune. Does anyone know what special thing you can do with Pokemon that have ribbons or marks? You can show them off, you can exchange ribbons, you can change their title. I don't even know if there's such a thing as a title. I have no idea, I'm gonna go with show off. That's definitely wrong. Well, yes, indeed, you can show them off, but surely that's not the extent of your interest, is it? The correct answer is that Pokemon with ribbons or marks can be given titles. What's more, they can be sent into battle displaying a title of your choosing. For example, you can send out a Gibble with the Best Friends ribbon by declaring, "Go, Gibble the great friend." That must be completely new, I've never heard of that before. And well, no, I just said that marks are generally found already on Pokemon when you meet them for the first time. It seems that more recently, Pokemon can be awarded certain marks based on their efforts. There are marks such as the Gourmand mark, the Item Fighter mark, the Partner mark, and so on. Perhaps it might be fun to try to work out how to get each mark using its name as a clue. Well, that just about wraps up our last class. Next time is the final exam. Please review our material closely so that you pass on your first try. Mr. Sagirao. That's a big buffed up guy. I was trying to give a deep voice too. Put away your phones, it is time to begin class. Though some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times, I'm glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life have taken root in all of you. I trust that you will all work just as hard on your life skills in the second half of our course as well. Let us now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. Yet despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So tell me, Miss Maru, since you did quite well on your midterm exam, what should this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? What? Should I call him out like that? He should make food more, he should make food with other people. When? I cannot disclose the identity of the certain male student who enjoys the culinary arts. It may very well be Arwen, but it may not be. To increase the effectiveness of meal powers, your sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, this may prove difficult, but if you prepare a sandwich with others, you will be able to handle a larger serving of bread. With a larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to a sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers of increased effectiveness. This applies more broadly as well. When dealing with a difficult issue, working with others to solve that issue may be the best course of action. I'm sure that Arwen will likewise work with friends to craft the sandwiches in the future. The identity of a male student is a matter of privacy, so I'd ask that you do not pry too deeply. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Oh, that's hilarious. Arwen will probably forgive me, we're best buddies. Put away your phones, it is time to begin class. While you're out performing fieldwork with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? Now I don't mean that it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I am speaking of it becoming filthy. Pokemon battle, they get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain, they get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I've seen many a trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing this issue. It is deplorable. Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such shameful conduct. Ah yes, Miss Maru. Oops. What should you do if your Pokemon is dirty? Pat it on the head. Nothing. Clean it up. Perfectly correct. I knew I could count on you to provide me with such an answer. When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is, of course, simply common sense. While you are having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I like to call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you are able to clean them up. You start by getting a sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth, then you can simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will get your Pokemon clean and shining, bright as a Terra Jewel. It is certainly quite a bit of work, but this will also restore HP and cure status conditions. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies that they don't want scrubbed or that they would rather not get wet. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now, the most important point that I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I contradict myself by saying this, please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Last class before we take on the exams. Let's go. It's even gotten night. Put away your phones. It is time to begin our last class together. Home economics is the study of life's necessities, but looking back on our time together, I realized that I focused almost entirely on food. I hope it is not too late to shift to a discussion of clothing, another necessity in our last class. As I'm sure you are aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it. We provide uniforms for each season to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, one each for spring, summer, fall, and winter when the academy accepted you. If, by chance, you were not aware of this, you may wish to peruse your wardrobe. As long as you wear our school uniform, the rest of your ensemble need not be school issued. This includes your bag or your hat, if you choose to wear one. You are even free to style your hair however you wish. Mr. Salvatore's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules when I was a boy. That reminds me. There's one more thing you all like to decorate, which, I must say, I find quite charming. Our rotophones. Perfectly correct. That's the adorable little thing I was speaking of. Ooh, it interests me so. I must admit that I am fascinated by rotophones and how to customize them. What's that? How very intriguing. So there's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase cases for your Rotom phones. I thank you for that useful bit of information. I shall have to go myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case of my own liking. Forgive me, I seem to have gotten a little carried away with this small talk. As this class known as Home Economics nears its end, I offer these final words to you who have been owning everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves, to take care of your Pokemon, to decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken, I would be honored if what I have taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. This sentiment was imparted to me by Mr. Hassel and his particular outlook on such matters. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Our time together has come to a close for today. Prepare to do your best on your final exam. Alright, we're done with class and it's time for the exams. Hopefully I've remembered all this stuff and not forgotten too much. Hello everyone, today is our final exam. It will cover everything I've taught you so far, but I'm sure you all will do just fine. Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. How many of the following 4 methods make it easier to catch a Pokemon? Paralysis, yeah. Poketoy. Surprising it from behind. I don't know if surprising it from behind was one such a case. Feeding, no. Poketoy, no. Oh shoot, I'm gonna go with 2. Or maybe 1. True or false? You can get new Pokemon only by catching them yourself or training with other trainers. Well, you can also get gifted Pokemon. If a Pokemon is holding an Everstone, will using an item that induces evolution, such as a Firestone, cause it to evolve? What are these questions? I haven't even tried this. I guess it won't. What is the probability of running into a shiny Pokemon? Oh, that one at least I know. True or false? A Pokemon knows Oricorio has 3 forms. No, it was 4, I think. This question might affect your grade. I have so failed this test. Anything you would like to say about my class? Still getting used to this teaching thing, but I sure fun as a teacher. Thank you for being our teacher. Okay, time's up, whether you like it or not. I hope everyone enjoyed tackling those questions. I'm so gonna have to retake this. I snuck in a little bonus question there right at the end again. Shh, our little secret, don't tell the director. I'll create these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to seeing how I did. I mean, I even need 4 right this time. And I'm unsure about 4 of these, so I don't feel too good about this. Yeah, 4 for the final exams. Oh, barely made it. Mr. Jack asked us to give this reroll to any students who pass their exam. 5 XP candies M. Okay, so I'm gonna guess it's just gonna be XP candies M, but maybe there's some good final reward for clearing every final exam. Alright everyone, it's time to begin our final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as your answer. How many great balls could you purchase? I can't do math. 5. If a water type move with a power of 100 lands a critical hit on a grass type Pokemon, what will the move's power be? 75. Under normal conditions, what % chance does Stone Edge have to land a critical hit? Normal conditions. I think I was being too generous with 12, so it should be 4, but I think Stone Edge has an increased chance by itself. But it says normal conditions. Is that a trick question? I'm gonna go with 4. If a Pokemon uses Sword Stance twice, boosts its attack by 4 stages, how much damage will physic... Triple. If a Rock-type Pokemon whose Terra type is Rock, Terrestrial as well, will power of Rock-type moves be multiplied by 2. Alright everyone, time is up. Put your hands on your laps, now. This test was the culmination of all I taught you, and I'm sure you all did just fine. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk and then take a nice break. I'm gonna check out at 4 out of 5 again, if not even fail. Knew it! Wonder which one I got wrong. Greetings, my little students. It is time for our final examination. Examine your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your minds and answer these questions. What is the arrow in the Area 0? How many years ago was the Academy founded? I think it was 805? Which of these did not appear in the Paldean fairy tale about the 4 treasures? Folding fan. Area 0 Expedition Memo wrote the record of Teams Heath. How many years ago did Professor say that? 10. Okay, I might get full marks on this. Your time is up. Put your writing utensils down. You must excuse that last question. It is too shallow and ridiculous to be on a history test. But alas, the director forced me to include it. So ends our final examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. Come on. Yes! At least one test with full marks. Language. Today, we take our final exam. That is, and do your best. Relax, that is. Are you ready? Let's begin. Which of these following means delicious? Second. Love. Piga. Anger. Happy. What is your beloved teacher's name? Salvatore. Again with that question? Time is up. Put down your pens, that is. I assume the obligatory last question, that is, gave you no trouble. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can get your scores at the school's front desk. Yes, another one. Battle studies test coming right up. It's finally game day! Today's our final exam! Time to put on your game face and do battle with those test sheets. Which cheer boost attack and special attack for all allies during a terrorite battle? All out? What do we call the battles that Pokemon send out with the auto battles? How should you obtain LP? Hack the system. High level Pokemon are adjusted to what level when using flat rules? 50? When using normal rules in link battles, you can use multiple Pokemon rules. Normal. No, I think normal wasn't it. It was some other name. Probably wrong on that one. Time's up. Put your pencils down. I'm sorry you can think of everything you've got. I'm sure you'll all get perfect scores. You all did so well in my class. If you pass this test, you'll officially be battle masters. I might just have failed this. Now go ask for your surely stellar scores at the front desk, you little rascals. Why did it take so long for the text box to appear? I do hope you're all ready, because it is time for your final exam. Focus and do your best. And begin. What is the name of the restaurant where you can change a Pokemon's Terra type? What? I've totally forgotten that! Oh shoot, Trove Eatery. Or Treasury? Shoot, no idea. What is the name of Brace's signature art installation that we discussed in class? Surrendering Sunflower. How many waterfalls are counted among the 10 sites? We counted 2, but I think he said there was one more. Where can you find the Million Volt skyline? Levincia. The marks the Pokemon has are present when they first meet and none can be added later. I think for marks this was true. Time's up. That's it for today's test. Pencils down, please. I'm gonna fail art class. Thank you all so much for learning about art with me. The time we shared has left a mark that I will treasure, I promise. I promise you. And it is my sincere wish that all of you go on to even greater, more prosperous futures. And that's that. Good work, everyone. You can receive your results from the front desk. Well, one of these exams I've got to fail, I guess, and it's probably gonna be this one. Oh, how even? How? The time has come to test how well you have all learned in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute crime session fades. Which of the following meal powers makes it easy to come across a shiny? Wait, there's something that helps you find shinies? I'm gonna guess. I mean, encounter could help with at least speeding up the encounter rate, but I guess sparkling then? Which of the following is not an effect of egg power? Makes eggs hatch faster, easier to find. B, probably? What is a simple yet important tactic for increasing the effectiveness of manpower with others? What's the correct action to take when your adorable Pokemon become dirty? Pokemon wash? This is a question about Academy rules. Should you change your uniform tops and bottoms? Probably match easy. Yes, you should. No, it doesn't matter. The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I made the questions a little easier than I'd planned to, as a way to saying thank you for informing me about Rotom phone cases. I trust that you all gave this exam everything we had, so that you will not have to retake it. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for today. If I fail this now, I'm gonna cry. Woohoo! You have now finished all of your classes and passed all of the exams. I have this for you from Director Level. Now you can focus all of your efforts on this year's treasure hunt. Be careful out there. Oh, I would have hoped for something more special, even if it was just... I don't know, not even something I could use. Okay, time to make friends with the teachers. Oh my, if it isn't Meryl. Please forgive me if this is an odd question. Were you perhaps watching me from afar just now? I just got here. Yes, I suppose you wouldn't have been doing something like that. I'm sorry. You see, oh, how should I put this? Recently, there have been times when I feel as if I'm being watched. Not by a Pokemon, mind you, but by a person. I thought it might be a ghost, so I tried asking my sister for help. She said it most likely isn't one. She's good with ghost-type Pokemon, you know? Perhaps one of my students is quietly watching me, waiting for a chance to ask me a question. Maybe? Goodness, if that wasn't an intense gaze I felt. If you notice someone with a sort of fire in their eyes, come tell me, won't you? If they are too shy to come ask me themselves, then I'll go to them. Do I really have to look for this person now? Oh no, she's gonna move to the cafeteria. Who should I have a chat with next? Let's go here. There's the nurse's office where there seems to be a person I haven't even been introduced to yet. Hello there, Meru. I try to visit the schoolyard from time to time. It's good to see young ones with so much energy and vigor. I know what you mean. Do you? That's a bit of a surprise to hear say. You're one of the young ones too, you know. Master Hassel, might I have a word? You? What are you doing here? I have told you many times not to bother me here at the academy. Yes, I am bound to come. Our family's future is of paramount importance. It was good speaking with you, Meru. Something important has come up, so I must excuse myself now. Let us discuss this matter elsewhere. Come. Sus. New kid! Have you come out here to the schoolyard for some training? Yes, absolutely. Aha! I knew I could see a fighting spirit burning behind this eyes of yours. Why don't we do a bit of running together here to get to know each other a little better? Ready? Let's go! He ran 3 laps around the schoolyard with Miss Dendro. Phew, that really worked up a nice sweat. You've got a good pair of legs on you, new kid. A good bout of training sure does make a body hungry, doesn't it? I'll let you have one of my homemade sandwiches as my way of saying thanks for running with me today. Feed those muscles. This Dendro sandwich was dry and had an odd smell. The taste left much to be desired. How was it? I hope it was tasty. Yeah, tasty. Well, she's an adult. I should be able to be honest. Well, to be honest. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked you that. I'm athletic and all, but I don't know the first thing about making good food. As your honest reaction just reminded me. Well, see you later. Enjoy your sore muscles tomorrow. Okay, nurse's office I'll do last. I have no idea who this person is. Nurse Miriam. Oh, why hello, Miss Meru. How is your treasure hunt coming along? Having all sorts of fun adventures, I hope. But great! Wonderful, I'm glad you're here. Do keep in mind that a treasure hunt has no set course or criteria you must follow. Simply go where your heart takes you, and you shall do splendidly. Speaking of such pursuits, there has been something on my mind of late. If I could ask for your expertise on the matter, I would be most grateful. You see, I recently heard a word whose meaning escapes me. I believe it to be some sort of slang. Tell me, what does chuggy mean? Being outdated, chewy gumball, something super cool being outdated and uncool. I have no freaking idea. Oh my god, seeing his face zoomed in like that and I cannot help it. I don't know, I'm gonna go with chewy gumball. I have no idea. A very chewy gumball? So there's some sort of confection that children are partial to recently. I shall have to try one of these chuggies for myself sometime. The words used by young people these days are quite often beyond my comprehension. But when I learn the meaning behind the words, I find that I feel much closer to my students. I'm most grateful to you for your help on that front. I hope this is not gonna come bite me. Oh, this tune is so relaxing. Okay, staff room. No, I don't want to go out. Not yet. You're... Ah, yes. Meru from Class 1A. The way you could conduct yourself in my class and the answers you give to my questions, I admit they pique my interest. You're quite the interesting pupil, I must say. Tell me, Meru, given a choice, which do you prefer? Things of old or things that are new? I mean... I'm a huge technology buff, so I should say new stuff, but she prefers old stuff. But I should be honest. You would answer new stuff to me, your history teacher. Ha, you really are a curious one. Yes, this one may indeed be of good use to me someday. Ah, you can disregard that. I was simply thinking out loud. I enjoyed our little conversation today. You have my thanks, Meru. Oh, Meru. Did you come all the way here to the staff room just to see me? All the way here? I sure did. Seems I finally made it into the hearts of my students. That makes me truly happy. After all, like I said in class, communication is very important. If there's anything you're confused about in class, or if you're having trouble here at the academy, you can always come here and tell me. Your friends have a toy, that is. Okay, where is everyone going to wander off to? Let's just work ourselves from top to bottom. Why, if it isn't Meru from Class 1A? Are you perhaps interested in the rest of the old tale I told you in class? Yes. It is convenient that it would take the bait I presented in class. A vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. After obtaining these 4 treasures, the king's castle was destroyed. Why, you ask? Because these 4 treasures were actually 4 Pokemon. As these Pokemon were passed from human hand to human hand as treasures, they slowly became tainted by hubris and greed. Finally, after coming in contact with the rapacity of the king at that time, they awakened as disasters and began to rampage out of control. The king called for renowned Pokemon wielders to defend the country, and after a fierce battle, these incarnations of disaster were quelled. It is said that these 4 Pokemon were then sealed away somewhere in Paldea. So, what do you think? Would you say the story is just make-believe? No, I have connected the dots. Huh, very astute of you. I've read many historical disaster reports, personal journals, and the like. There's much to support the truth of this story. If I'm able to prove the story's veracity myself, I will be sure to let you know. There are 4 different colored stakes all across Paldea, and the caves they might open might be just hiding these Pokemon, I think. Oh, why hello there, young Meru. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought and didn't notice your approach. I feel I must again apologize for what transpired in the schoolyard. It didn't bother me. Ha, that is very magnanimous of you. That woman who showed up is a dragon tamer, and a relative of mine, I might add. You see, I come from a very long line of trainers who specialize in dragon-type Pokemon. There was a child in our family who was expected to stand at its head and lead it to greatness. But the young lad, rebellious little fellow that he was, ran away from home one day. He made quite the show of it too, swearing he'd make a living with music. A lot happened since then, and now he's an art teacher and Elite Four member before you. After I so rudely took my leave during our last conversation, my dear relative encouraged me to give up teaching and return home at last. I've been told the current leader in my family, that is to say my father, is in poor health. Oh, but I do apologize. Perhaps I'm not cut out for teaching after all. What sort of teacher grumbles on and on at his own student? I don't want you to quit teaching! Ah, my dear Meru, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. Thank you. Thank you so very much. You feel trusted by Mr. Hassel. So he's probably gonna use dragon types in the Pokemon League then. That's nice to know. Hello, Miss Meru of Class 1A. It has been some time since we last met. Are you here to eat as well? I just kind of wandered in, but yeah, why not? I'm starving. Ha, excellent. You shouldn't battle on an empty stomach. I myself am here to survey the student cafeteria, let's say. I'm observing the nutritional content of the food that our students partake on a regular basis. One item on the menu here that I am particularly interested in is the peanut butter sandwich. It is sweet and quite delicious. Yes, perhaps I will order one right now. Oh look, it's Mr. Seguiero. He's so fashionable and cool. I guess the teachers come to the cafeteria too, huh? Do you think he'll have an egg sandwich? No way, if he gets anything here, it'll definitely be something spicy, like the 5 alarm sandwich. Aw, he's so cool, he'll definitely get that wild and spicy 5 alarm sandwich. Could I have a 5 alarm sandwich? I do enjoy the thrill of spicy food. No, have a peanut butter sandwich. I cannot. I myself, I cannot take spicy stuff at all, so I don't want him to suffer through that. Yes. You suggested I have a peanut butter sandwich, Miss Meru. I suppose I shall have to try one if you insist. That was close. I almost forced myself to order something spicy, my least favorite of flavors. I thank you for restraining me, Miss Meru. It seems that the students tend to view me as fashionable and cool, or even, dare I say it, exuding a sort of brooding strength. I have a habit of acting in such a way so as not to destroy the image of me. I showed my true colors to you just now without thinking. Please keep this a secret between us. Please feel free to relax and unwind if you wish. No need to concern yourself with me. Can I actually grab something to eat here? 5 alarm sandwich, peanut butter. Okay, but I don't need any egg powers right now. Cafeteria. Wait, is Miss Time here right now? Or is she just going to come here if I... Okay, she's here right now. No, you scared me. Were you cooking something? Oh no, I'm not here for anything food related at all. I was just walking around the entrance hall, and I felt that intense gaze that I told you about before. So I quickly ducked into the cafeteria here. Our cafeteria has only one entrance, so I thought I might be able to discover the identity of the person watching me if they followed me in here. Ah, someone's come just now. Huh? That's weird. I thought I saw her come in here. I guess I won't be able to ask my question today either. That girl, I feel like I've seen her several times before. She seems to be a student here, but I get the feeling that her question is not about her studies. Next time I see her, maybe I'll go start up a conversation myself. It could have been a little scary being here on my own. I'm glad you were here with me. Gotta say, these side stories are pretty interesting so far. Okay, I have no idea how often I've talked to everyone already, so maybe do this second, and then I should also head to the nurse's office for the first time. Since I think with all the other guys I've already talked 2 times, since... No, some of them I've maybe even already talked 3 times since they feel trusted. Ah, Miss Meru, how kind of you to stop by. I must say, I'm pleased to see you on school grounds again. Travel and adventure are certainly at the place, but it does one good to attend class as well, no? Speaking of which, there's something I would very much like to ask you. I understand you have joined a variety of classes during your time here at the Academy. But, if I may ask, which of our faculty members has made the most favorable impression on you? I haven't even seen the nurse. It's kind of a close one between Salvatore and Seguero. Well, Hassel is also cool, and he loves dragon types. I love dragon types as well. But we also did some good bonding with Clevel, thanks to the whole Team Star ordeal. I mean, Miss Rayford is also pretty cool about history. Or whatever, I think I'll go with Hassel since Dragon type friends. Oh, Mr. Hassel from art class, you say? Yes, he is a fine teacher, a most passionate and enthusiastic fellow. We are truly blessed to have so many wonderful teachers and staff members at Naranja Academy. I firmly believe that our faculty is second to none in their commitment to our students' ongoing education and well-being. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, Miss Meru. And Mr. Hassel could probably also use that boosted motivation since, yeah, as we already heard, he's not feeling too confident as a teacher. Meru, the time has come. The cursed treasures, the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. They exist! And I stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper of all places. In an interview piece with a carpenter, no less. The Pokemon wheelers apparently used sacred stakes to see these treasures of ruin in shrines. There's a separate shrine for each of the 4 Pokemon and 8 stakes driven into the ground in the area surrounding each shrine. Keep the power of ruin at bay. Ha, I knew it. In other words, if all of the stakes for a given shrine were to be removed, it would release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of their tiny little shrines, Meru? I mean, they are rumored to be a strong force of destruction, so I should say no, but I'm curious, so yes. A kind soul, I see. You are proving truly useful. According to the descendant of the Pokemon wielders in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove the stakes. I'm sure someone as Pokemon savvy as yourself would have no trouble at all with that. You can choose for yourself whether to believe me or not, but I will mark the location of these shrines on your map. Yes! I'd rather go myself, of course, but skipping out on my classes to go adventuring seems to have made the director a little suspicious of me. You can think of it as part of your treasure hunt. Treasures of Ruin are still treasures after all. I hope you will investigate these shrines if you are at all inclined to do so. Okay, we got the locations of the shrines, but I kinda need the locations of the stakes. Or at least something that'll help me find the stakes. Right, I wanted to head to the nurse's office. Did you know? Did I know what? Did you know? When you look into a Pokemon's eyes, you can tell what it's thinking. Hello. Hey there, come on in. Everyone's welcome in the nurse's office. What brings you here today? I don't see anything super wrong with you or your Pokemon. Wait, this is your first time here, isn't it? Yes. Oh, so I guess you transferred in recently. You must be Meru, right? Everybody's been talking about you. I've heard all kinds of rumors. Apparently you fell off a cliff right after enrolling in the academy. And even picked a fight with Team Star? Oh yeah, you started your treasure hunt thing, right? Come tell me about anything super interesting you find out there in your adventures. I'm kinda bored just sitting here all day, you know? I don't have any classes to teach and students only come here to skip class. So, yeah, drop by if you can. Deal? Deal. That's an interesting character. Okay, maybe she'll give me more hints about missing stakes. I do hope you will take on the hunt for the treasures of Ruin if you are so inclined. Shoot. She won't talk to me anymore. Probably only after I've opened up one of these. Why, hello there, Meru. You always seem to appear at the most crucial of moments. Is something going on? Well, you see. Master Hassel, I am here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad that you finally made up your mind about taking your place as leader of the family. Well, it is indeed true that I have made up my mind. I have made up my mind to continue teaching here at the academy. How could you? Are you saying you don't care what happens to our proud lineage? I'm saying that I have other priorities. Have a look around at the art decorating this room, would you? The children here are letting their senses, their perceptiveness, grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is of no importance. I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. It just seems so much more fun to me if I'm being honest. What utter nonsense. And yet, your fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you're worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Master Hassel. I will not give up. I will come as many times as I need to in order to change your mind. Oh, by all means. My door's open. I think you'll soon find you've met your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some stories spun about my father's deteriorating health. I'm not so easily fooled. I'll return another day. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I was so very close to resigning my post as a teacher and returning to my home. But the students here gave me courage to say no. That includes you, Meru. Your words truly brought me strength. I cannot think of a way I can possibly repay my debt to you young ones. Take this, if you will, insufficient as it may be in expressing the full breadth of my gratitude. 50 Dragon Terror Shots, awesome! Now then, let it be clear to all. I, Hassel, will continue on my chosen path as instructor to the youths of our world. Okay, I think it's so worth it actually having done these stories. New kid! Fancy meeting you here in the home economics classroom. What a coincidence, eh? Likewise. So, well, you see... Miss Senra tells me she is here for intensive training in sandwich making. Aww, well, no use hiding it now. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. We're keeping this a secret. Well, I mean, not really, but it just doesn't look very cool to openly admit I'm here for intensive training, you know? Understood. I will be more careful in the future. Well, new kid, now that you know what I'm up to, I guess you just have to help me out with my training here. Try the sandwich. It's a result of my training so far. Miss Denra's sandwich was soggy and hard to eat, and once again the taste left much to be desired. That was my meat lover's prosciutto, bacon, and chorizo sandwich. How was it? It was a little meat heavy. Could have used some more veggies. What? You mean there was a problem with my choice of filling? I guess focusing on muscle building ingredients really did a number on the flavor, huh? Miss Sandra, I believe a simple addition of butter would have done wonders for your sandwich. Butter helps to protect the bread from getting soggy due to the moisture of the ingredients. It can also work to enhance the sandwich's flavor. Butter! That makes sense! Thank you for teaching me that tip, Mrs. Saguero. Why didn't you tell me that while I was making the sandwich? Ah, well, you see, when I saw you, I had not realized you began your, food prep. I thought you were simply trying to destroy my classroom. Oh my god, how can he say that without... Well, anyway. New kid, thanks to you and Mr. Sagaro here, I may finally be getting the hang of this. Thanks for your advice. Do, 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 do. Ah, Miss Merrill. There's something that I would very much like to ask for your help with. What is it? Well, you see, I do not want anyone to overhear this, but I heard rumors of an incredibly sweet condiment that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I absolutely must experience that ambrosial sweetness for myself. You are the only one who knows of my insatiable sweet tooth, thus I have no one else I can turn to for help in this matter. I cannot go looking for this condiment myself, lest I destroy the image students have of me. I will repay you for your troubles, of course. Give it some thought if this piques your interest. In the meantime, I will gather what information I can about this incredibly sweet condiment. I will share what I find with you as soon as I have more detailed information. Well, I'm kind of a sucker for sweets as well, so count me in on that. Wait, where's nurse's office? But the lady is not there. Oh, because they are talking with each other. No way, no way, no way! Come on, Miriam, just try it. Miss Stendro. Oh, great timing, you kid. Miss Miriam here won't try the sandwich I made. Well, duh, I don't want to get a stomach ache. You won't, probably. I still remember that sandwich you made me with the meat. You made me with meat filling and meat for bread. That one really messed me up bad. I hadn't trained in the art of sandwich making yet back then. I was young and thoughtless, and... Young and thoughtless? It was last month! So, as you can see, I'm not getting anywhere trying to persuade her. Even after I went through that intensive sandwich making training, it kinda makes me sad. She went through intensive sandwich making training? She worked really hard at it. Guess I have no choice if you've got one of our cute little students on your side. So fine, I'll try a sandwich. Let's see it. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Here it is. Munch, munch, munch. It's a little strongly flavored, but I guess it's not bad. Woohoo! My training paid off! I'm so glad my sandwich pleases the great nurse Miriam. I look up to you, you know? Thank you for trying it, and thanks to you too, new kid. Can you not remember my name now that we've hung out so many times with each other? And she's run off again. That was weird. But that's just how Miss Sandra is, I guess. She's always coming into the nurse's office with some injury or another too. Well, I guess that's just a given when you think of her subject. Maru, let me keep an eye out, would you? I set up a little ambush here for the girl who keeps watching me. She'll be here any second. An ambush? Well, you see, it's not very pleasant knowing she's just staring at me all the time. Now I know what she looks like after seeing her in the cafeteria. Ah. It's you, isn't it? You're the one who's been secretly watching me recently. Time? How do you know I... I guess you must have noticed me. I'm so sorry. Well, of course I noticed. You were watching me practically all day, every day after all. I assume that's something you want to ask me. Yes, I do. I've been a huge fan of yours since your time as a gym leader, and I love rock-type moves so very much. Oh my. But you just suddenly retired from your post as gym leader a year and a half ago. Why did you quit? My goodness, is that all you wanted to ask? Yes, your reason for retiring was never made public. But it's well known among the students here that you just avoid the question anytime it's asked. I thought it would be rude to ask you a question that you don't want to answer, so I just couldn't find the courage to ask. So that's why your gaze felt so very intense. I see. Forgive me. So very intense? Ah, never mind that. As for the reason I quit my job as gym leader, I simply wanted to focus more on my job as a teacher. It's not that I dislike being a gym leader or anything of that sort. Quite the contrary, talking about the gym fills me with feelings of nostalgia and sadness. That's why I always avoid answering the question when students ask. Oh, I see. Do you have any plans of becoming a gym leader again? No, I'm afraid I don't plan to do so. My sister is doing a splendid job as gym leader in my stead. I personally find being a teacher most enjoyable these days. But since I am, in fact, your teacher, I would appreciate it if you would call me Miss Time. As students do, and not just Time. Okay, I'm sad to hear that, but I understand. Thank you so much, Miss Time. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. Ah, that made me so nervous. I said so many things to try to sound cool. I was suddenly a little scared when I felt that girl's intense gaze on me. But having you here with me allowed me to do what needed to be done to face what turned out to be one of my biggest fans. I must thank you for always showing up at just the right time, Meru. Allow me to show you my appreciation a little. I hope these help you on an adventure. 50 rock terror shot. So I guess I'm gonna get terror shots from all the other teachers as well. Which is pretty neat, I must say. I think it was... There should be another one here. Salvatore, maybe. There. Wait, what is... Meru, I'm in a bit of a pinch. Take a look at this. This Palmy really doesn't seem to be feeling well. I don't know if the poor thing can even stand up. What should I do? What should I do? Just stay calm. Alright, I could use a potion. Do you have any on you, Meru? This'll fix you right up, my friend. Potion power, go! Aww. Phew, that seems to have done the trick just in the nick of time. But this Palmy doesn't appear to belong to a trainer. Could a wild Pokemon have wandered onto the academy grounds? Still, I can't just leave it here alone without anyone to make sure it's okay. It's decided then. I, Salvatore, will just have to lend all of the helping hands I have to take care of Palmy in this touch-and-go situation. Merci very much for your advice, Meru. Farewell. Do do do. Ba ba da ba da ba. Ba da ba 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 da ba da ba. Hang on. Can I actually see on the map now where Grass Wither Shrine, Ice Rend Shrine, Groundblight Shrine, Fire Scourge Shrine. I wonder if I can even open one of these shrines already. I think one area I've had a lot of stakes already removed. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba ba. Do 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 do. Hey there, come on in. Come on in. Everyone's welcome in the nurse's office. Meru, have you toughened up a bit? I hope so. Oh, so you know your tough stuff, huh? But seriously, you look a bit different. I bet it's because of all the crazy experiences you're having on your treasure hunt. You need to tell me all about what you've been up to. Wow, that's super cool. I sure am jealous of you kids. You get to try out new things every single day. Me, on the other hand, I actually wanted to become a teacher. I'm just a school nurse, you know. I can't teach classes or anything like that. I couldn't pass the certification exam to become an actual health teacher. I took it so many times, but no luck, so here I am, stuck forever in the nurse's office. Oh, sorry. I guess this isn't a very fun thing to talk about. But you're just such a good listener. I find myself telling you all kinds of stuff. I hope you'll still come see me, even if I talk your ear off like this. I was just thinking, surely there should have been the possibility of just adding a health class where you talk about potions and stuff, or maybe XP candies. They could have done that. Thank you for the visit, Miss Meru. A good friend of mine has been telling me of your recent exploits. You mean Clive? I'll leave their identity to your imagination. But now, lest I forget, there's another matter I would very much like your opinion on. Do you know what manner of gentleman's hairstyle is considered cool, as it were, among the youth these days? Short styles, 2 block cuts, bowl cuts, long locks, giant pompadours. Well, giant pompadours is what he wore as Clive, I think. I have no idea what a 2 block cut is. Bowl cut is a little bit out of touch these days, I think. Long locks wouldn't suit everyone. I guess most people would really go for short styles. Oh, is that so? I suppose I have indeed seen some of the Academy's male students sporting such a style. Could it be, then, that the pompadour has already had its day in the sun? Perhaps I ought to consider a change of wig. That is to say, never mind. Thank you for your insight, Miss Meru. It was most enlightening. I knew I should have said for pompadour for just the funny reaction. Oh, where did Miriam go? Entrance hall. I wish you could give me more tips, but that's not gonna happen, I think. Oh, hey Meru. Sorry, were you looking for me? I've been away from the nurse's office lately. Did you need something from me? Yes? Are your Pokemon hurt? In just a sec. Here you go, a little first aid. You must really be having an adventure out there, judging from those scrapes and cuts. Huh? Oh yeah, I guess that is pretty unusual for me to be out of the nurse's office like this. Well, I'm actually doing a bit of studying. I thought I'd try my best at the health teacher certification exam one more time. You can do it! Just so you know, it's totally not because I'm inspired by a certain somebody working hard at the treasure hunt, okay? Well, maybe I'm just a little bit. So, you know, thanks. Yeah. Oh, my break time's almost over. I know you'll be cheering me on, Meryl. If this unlocks a new class, that would actually be pretty cool. New kid, you're here to do a little shopping. I came to see you. So you came to see me, did you? I'm here to check out the sandwiches we've got for sale. The school store's sandwiches taste great and have excellent nutritional balance too. What happened to your intensive training? I guess I'm just not used to it yet. All that training kind of wore me out. I achieved my goal anyway, so I'm going to take a break from sandwich making for a bit. Alright, I didn't tell you what my goal was. I wanted to pay Nurse Miriam back for everything she does for me. It was my way of saying thanks. She's so nice and so skilled at what she does. I really look up to her. I wanted to try sandwich maker so I could be skilled at doing something for other people, like she is, but I guess I just wasn't cut out for it. What I am cut out for, though, is being full of energy, so I decided to focus on that instead. Like I said in class, I think people in Pokemon should make their strong points stronger. You really helped me out, new kid. Take this as my way of saying thanks. 10 bottles of protein. Alright then, what should I go with today to get my protein in? Biology lab. I wonder if getting a close bond with the teachers actually lets them help you out in Area 0 later on, since Arwen kinda said, whoops, that we need people who we share a close bond with. Oh, my dear Meru. Thanks for your advice from before. Palmy is... well, just see for yourself. Seems very quiet? Yeah, it's feeling better, but this particular Palmy may just be a bit meek, I suppose. I had Nurse Miriam take a look as well, and she says there's nothing wrong with it health-wise. So it shouldn't have any injuries, ailments, or the like. Even so, it never uttered so much as a cry, which is odd. That part has even Mr. Jack here stumped. Sorry that I couldn't be of any help. Don't worry about it. I have some more information now thanks to the Academy's security cameras though. It seems Palmy was attacked by a wild Pokemon and fled here to the Academy grounds. Maybe it's still in a bit of shock from that experience and can't bring itself to speak yet. Yep, if that's the case, there's absolutely no problem with keeping quiet. We can just wait, that is, until it feels like talking. That's all we can do, really. Even if you can speak all sorts of languages, there's no guarantee that you can understand what's going on in someone's heart. But have no fear, I won't give up. No, I'll keep on trying until we figure each other out. Miss Maru, about that matter with which I need your help. I've discovered the name of an incredibly sweet condiment. It is called Sweet Herba Mystica. If you should find it during the course of your treasure hunt, I would be grateful if you would share some with me. Do you already have it with me? Miss Maru, have you anything to report about the Sweet Herba Mystica? Give Mr. Segura some of your Sweet Herba Mystica. Yes. I don't have any. Shoot. So I need to gather it again. These are turning into some pretty interesting side quests, I must say. Oh, if it isn't Maru, I'm glad that you seem to be doing well. My dear Maru, Pommy here is as healthy as can be. Well, it seems being quiet is simply a part of this one's personality. But it's hard for a Pokemon to communicate with its fellows without speaking up. As you know, wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other all sorts of things, like the location of food or whether there are predators nearby. So even if I were to release it back into the wild, I'm afraid that it may not be able to do those sorts of things. What do you think, Maru? Where does Pommy belong? With you! Oh, I didn't expect to hear my name. So you think it should say here, with me? I was so focused on getting it back in good health, so it could return to the wild, that I didn't even consider that possibility. What do you think about that idea, my little Pommy friend? Yay! Pommy! It spoke, at last! Even without speaking Pokemon language myself, I know that reply means yes. Oh, my dear Maru, merci so very much for all your help with Pommy. All the more reason you should have this. Here, a rare Pokemon for you to raise. A Meowth? Ah, I'm so happy. Yes, I, Salvatore, will take it upon myself to look after Pommy for good. I will indeed. I got a Meowth? That's pretty interesting. Oh, it's in Galarian Meowth. That's dope. Okay, that's super cool. Nurse. Okay, I think I'm probably wasting this whole stream on school stuff. I'm sorry for everyone who expected some League action. Hey there, come on in. Everyone's welcome in the nurse's office. Oh, Maru, I'm glad you're here. I have some good news. You're not gonna believe this, but I passed the health teacher certification exam. Congratulations! Thank you so much. I saw you pushing yourself real hard with your treasure hunt, and that really inspired me. Of course, most of the credit for my success goes to my own hard work, though. Thanks for giving me the push I needed to try again, Meru. 10 max revives. But they tell me there's no room to add new classes this year. So I guess I'll keep being Nurse Marion for a bit. No! Just you wait though, I'll be standing in front of the class at this academy before you know it. Then I'll teach you all you need to know about health. I bet I'll make a great teacher. I can't wait to see you in my class. Is there gonna be DLC with new classes? Well, that was a gutter punch. Okay, only Clever left. And then we'll go outside for a bit. Thank you again for your outstanding work on Operation Starfall. I cannot tell you how relieved I am that we were able to help Miss Penny as we did. And I know she is exceedingly grateful to you for your part in all of this. So, I have one more thing to ask of you. Though the request is admittedly of a delicate nature, do you think you could continue being good friends with Miss Penny as you have thus far? Sure, we're best buds. I mean, she's a tech geek, I'm a tech geek, we're totally on the same wavelength. I would say, I truly am glad to have you as one of my students at the academy. I believe you've more than earned the small token of my appreciation. A big nugget. I hope that you will always stay just as wonderful as you are now, Miss Meru. Okay, entrance hall, since, yeah, we need to get outside now. Unless... Arwen's classroom, Penny's classroom. For students in STEM track. You're at Nimona, schoolyard, my dorm room. Can I visit Penny? Okay, seems like she's not here. Should I check out the other state gates now? Kind of curious. I know I'm missing about 2 on this one. Ice Ren Shrine. I mean, I have about half an hour left. I could start with the gym. At least I could retake the no, I could start the Pokemon League. At least I could retake the Pokemon League test. Now that all we've done is taking tests and stuff. But now that I've learned of what these caves are hiding, I'm kind of really curious about them. Is it up or down? Flying tower shard. Trick. Is it inside here or... maybe above me? Okay. Faint writing is carved into the shrine. Here lies sealed the ruinous sword. Okay, so here I'm missing 3 more stakes. I wonder where it is. She may be looking for the gate as well. Oh, I don't have a haunter yet. Let's try this. Yeah, this was to be expected. Shoot. I wonder how I should tackle finding the stakes I'm missing. If I should just do it off stream and use a map to not waste so much time with it. How am I supposed to... No! Oh my god. Can we... Thank you. I mean, it's not really like you can see the stakes from high up. How am I supposed to get another Herba Mystica for our teacher, though? I mean, I cannot re-enter these caves. Unless it only now lets me re-enter the one where the sweet one is, and I just have to figure out where the sweet one is. And what did just despawn here? There was a terrestrializing glimmer here. I think my game has a problem of loading some assets right now. Kinda feels like it. Okay, let me check this Titan spot. I cannot get in here either. I think I should know where it is then, since it should be one of those, since I know the last Herba Mystica I got were spicy, so it should be either 1 or 2. Okay, let me... Should be somewhere around here. Okay, this is not good. Everything here looks kind of the same. Oh, there it is. Okay, cannot go in here either. Unless I've completely been bamboozled and you actually only can find more Herba Mystica in Area Zero. That could also be the case now that I'm thinking about it. There's something I want to check out. There are ruins up there. I want to check what's up there. Especially since you can only get up there by climbing. I mean, look at these cliffs. Why is there a Sunflora statue so far out? Steak! I mean, I could also look for the last black one. Purple one I'm missing right now, since I think I was only missing 2 more. Well, only 1 more. This one excluded. And maybe she's gonna give me more help when I at least found one of them myself. But yeah, if I'm unable to gather the Herba Mystica from the cave, then I should probably at least do the Pokemon League so I can go down to Area Zero. Going to be one super strong Pokemon here again? Not really. Pokemon Twitter actually spoiled me about Gimmigold's evolution today. Kinda mentioned that you need about 1000 Gimmigold coins and then need to level up a Gimmigold and then it's gonna evolve. I could also climb that mountain. No, I've never been at the top of that thing. But hold on, before I do that. Although, yeah, now I'm getting really close, so I should probably just follow through. Oh my god, it even cancelled the flying by itself. Oh, let's freaking go. This should have been the last one of the purple ones. Hang on, I'm gonna go back to the cave in a bit. I'm just gonna check the last position for Herba Mystica. And if I won't be able to go into that cave, I know for sure I must proceed with the Pokemon League, since there's probably gonna be Herba Mystica in Area 0. Now, which direction was it? Over here, I think. And then in here? Okay, I cannot gonna go in here. A shiny Bulldog, let's go! How freaking cool is that? Should I use a Super Ball since it matches with the blue aesthetic? Let's try that. A Great Ball. Aw. Although I guess I should have used a Timer Ball in the beginning, since it also fits the blue aesthetic. Lucky throw! Pog! Our first shiny, and it was a random one. We didn't even hunt for it. That's so freaking cool. I thought I was seeing things when I saw a blue Bulldog rolling around there, and that's freaking epic. Okay, I can't go in here. I think I need to get down to Area 0 to get new Herba Mystica, probably. Okay, then let's check out the shrine. And if there's gonna be a legendary Pokemon, we'll probably be busy the rest of the stream trying to catch that thing. Especially since I am a regular Pokeball aficionado, so I'm gonna try to catch it with a regular Pokeball. I hope you will bear with me on that topic. So let me just buy another fat stack of regular Pokeballs. Cannot believe that we found a random shiny while I just ran around checking the case of Herba Mystica. I think if the idea of how shiny farming in this game works, I really might just shiny farm in this game. Since if you just use... Oh, there's... Okay. Are there more stakes than seals on the gate? Since I remembered only missing 2, or only seeing 2 Alright, that means it's open now. Okay. So I was missing this as the last one. Oops. Oh, I just realized I didn't clip the shiny vault up. It's okay though. I'll just create a clip out of the VOD. Okay, don't get too close. I have no idea how this is gonna work. I wonder if it's gonna be a bigger area or just some small cave which contains the Pokemon. A faint sound is coming from within the shrine. Will you touch the shrine? Yes. Oh, hello there. Wo Qian's Tablets of Ruin. Banger alert? Gold. I'd love to use this guy, but he seems to be exactly the same type as Meow's Karada. Although not the same type since... Wait, he is... Yeah, he is the same type. Maybe that's also why Pollen Orb did so much damage. I should try to weaken him some more with Palmer or something. Ouch. No! Critical hit? I need to rest Palm and hope I get a paralyze or something like that. Nice dodge, Tinkerton. I cannot just recklessly switch out though. This Palmer is really taking a lot of damage. So I'm gonna have to wait out if Tinkerton maybe drops. Or we get lucky and catch him like that. Really, he keeps dishing out damage after damage. I'm gonna need that paralyze from Palmer. I mean, you could give me something better than only one shake, but I guess that would be asking too much by me only using regular Pokeballs. And him not being in the red. Come on. Okay, that's good. That means I can get another hit in. Or maybe even two, since that healed a lot. No, don't spam Giga Drain! Okay, we got the paralyze. Okay, something that's not very effective, and something that may hurt him a little bit. Amarouche is just gonna drop instantly thanks to Dark type attacks from him. Maybe Flamigo's going to survive a little bit. I wonder, can I use Giga Drain with Flamigo by using Copycat now? Okay, that does no damage at all. I wonder, what does Ruination do? I don't want to kill it. So it kind of looks like Ruination just halves your halves your current health. Okay, this is good. I can at least try one catch now. I mean, I could get him even though I'm with just using Ruination again, probably. Come on, give me a fighting chance here. Oh god, he's giving me so many free throws right now. Come on! No! not the heal. I could try something like throat chop. Wait, can the AI actually read what I'm about to do? Since it makes such perfect use of ruination when I'm healing. I guess it kind of would be better if I also had a Pokemon that's higher level than this guy. I have an idea what I should do to actually make this a little bit easier. Okay, let me see. If I buff my defenses, he's not gonna damage me as much, so hopefully I won't have to heal as often. Oh god, it's already daylight again. Okay, yeah, that's a regular attack, but he's not using that too often. Okay, that is also a regular attack. I need to buff my defense as well. My regular defense. Yeah, but there's nothing I can do against Ruination. It's always gonna drain half of my health. Which he seems to have realized is not such a bad strat. If this takes too long, I'm probably going to have to end the stream and just try again tomorrow. No! Why? I was getting all hopeful. No, not again, the tease! The freaking tease with the double 3 shake back to back. My hands are actually getting sweaty. Yeah, that's fine, you're not doing much damage. Come on, it's gonna happen now. Next time we get 3 shakes, it's gonna happen, since now it's in the red, which it wasn't before. Come on, give me something. Something! I need something to work with. Okay, now let's start from 0 again. I know I got greedy with these double 3 shakes, but we can start over again. Uh-oh. No! Oh, it became sealed in the shrine. Anyway, I'm just gonna quit out. I'm gonna reset, so I'll have my resources for next time tomorrow. Let me just restart the game so we actually have some noise while I give you all my farewell and thanks for coming today. So, this stream has been amazing. I hope it was somewhat enjoyable for you guys as well, even though it has mostly been school stuff, but we got a shiny Volt Orb. Some of the teacher's quests have definitely been more interesting than I first would have imagined, and we actually now figured out what's behind these gates, or in these shrines, I should say. So there's legendary Pokemon to hunt, and yeah, I'm gonna think over the weekend if I'm just gonna prepare pulling out all the stakes off stream of the weekend, so we can maybe hunt these before actually going down to Area 0, so we can actually finish all the teachers' quests before finishing the game. And yeah, I'll do some thinking. So thank you everyone again for being here. Hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, as usual. And I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. I cannot really say yet. Probably just check out my Twitter for that. And yes, I hope you'll have a good rest of your evening. I certainly will, since that was freaking exciting, and I'm still hearing that music in my head, which was pretty cool. And yeah, see you all next time. Bye bye.